and there's not enough. And then here we have an issue where citation is used, right? Um, but the citation is more informational than it is operating on a critical level. What I mean by that is informational citation, proves that you read the book or that this information is in this part of the book. That's good, right? But you need to go to the next step where you're using the citation to say, here is a key part of the argument that this author is making, and here is where I want to intervene, disagree, or agree with this specific point. Okay? So citation is good here, but it has to be critical citation, not just informational citation. Some good questions arise out of this, right? Um, can double consciousness be overcome through higher education, right? So uh, for this discussion board, a lot of people were just saying, well, this is what he says, Du Bois says double consciousness is, right? And yeah, again, not enough. You have to go into the argument, right? Um, and so he is an advocate of higher education. He does make this argument in the Washington chapter, chapter 3, and chapter 6, right, and throughout the text. But here's where you have to ask the question, well, does higher education or education work at all, especially in regard to this idea of double consciousness? Can veil or double consciousness ever be erased, right? And the specific thing there, or a little bit more to the point, does Du Bois think that double consciousness can be erased or should be erased? So in your assignment for the night in the dialogic discussion board, in the specific quote that I've given you, right, he does address this idea of the erasure of double consciousness and whether it should be erased or redeemed or therapized or not. Okay, so those are the type of questions that you have to start asking yourself, right? It's not, you know, you just can't say, well, this is what he says, and, I agree with it, or I appreciate it, or, you know, that's fine, right? But you have to show how you agree with it. And critical thinking is not, you may agree with someone's argument, but that doesn't just stop by saying agreement. Critical thinking is extending and developing the argument, finding the weaknesses in the argument, questioning the argument, trying to make it stronger. Okay?